Hi. Often we get asked, what are the next steps once our clients have got their charity approval from the ACNC and their approvals from the ATO? So we set up our clients so that they have an understanding of the governance and the next steps that they need to take. The first thing that will happen is we will send you a letter explaining the first meeting that you have as a board and what you need to resolve to do in that first meeting. We also send you template minutes of meetings so that every meeting that you have, you put into that template and you save it there and you have a record of all the meetings that you've had as a charity. We also send you a draft AGM notice so that every annual general meeting you have a notice, and draft minutes so that you can also have a guide as to what you need to do at your first annual general meeting. So that's where our participation generally comes to an end. However, going forward, you will need to fill out, most of the time, an annual information statement at the ACNC every year, usually on January 31st. And that is usually just asking questions about the charity and how many staff it employs and what activities it's participated in the last year. And you'll also need to lodge financials. Now, if your charity is over $3 million worth of turnover, then you'll need audited financials. And if it's under $3 million, depending on what size under, you will need a different type of financial report. So what you need to do is go to your accountant, take your bank statements to your accountant, work out what your annual turnover is, and then you can work out with your accountant what financial reports you need to lodge with the ACNC. And in some cases, if you're an incorporated association, then you'll need to lodge some documentations, evidence of an annual general meeting, and financials in some cases with your state fair trading department. And it varies from state to state. The other thing you need to keep in mind is some states require you to get a fundraising license. Some of the states say if you have a registration with the ACNC, then you don't need a fundraising license. But some states say even if you're registered with the ACNC, you still need a fundraising license. And again, you can get one of those by going through the fair trade department of, or whatever it's called, but something like fair trade at whatever state you're operating in. And sometimes they are complicated, and sometimes we assist clients with getting those licenses, but sometimes it depends on what capabilities you have within your charity. Otherwise, we are always available, of course, to help you. The other thing that sometimes happens is people have been running their charity for a few years and they want to know whether they can pay themselves a salary. This is something that will need to be done in line with any policies about conflict of interest. We would have given you a conflict of interest policy when we set up your charity. So you can always give us a call to talk through how you can pay a board member, or it might be worth stepping off the board completely and remaining as an employed staff member of a charity if that's your preference. So we're always available for a discussion. You can always give us a call. We're happy to talk through any small issue. If it becomes something larger than that, then of course we can have a meeting with you and give you some formal advice. But we're always here to see you succeed, and we're always at the end of a phone or end of an email. So feel free to be in touch, and we look forward to seeing your charity thrive and succeed.